Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Well, I guess welcome back me. You guys never left, right? Good to see Frank and Kelly again. And there's Ben, hello, and Jack Dawson, welcome. Boy, I tell you what, it's nice to be able to have a relaxing day, not have to go out at all today, and just enjoy a little Strat-O-Matic baseball, 1966 replay. I'm going to ease into it slowly here, as right now Jeff Guterman is in the ninth inning of Game 3 of the 1969 National League Championship Series. Atlanta at Pittsburgh. So he should be wrapping that up here momentarily. I saw Jimmy Jam over there. I was watching part of the game. Pirates were leading. In this one, we're going to pick up right where we left off. I see my last game, I believe, was last Sunday. And that was the first game of the doubleheader between the Houston Astros and the Chicago Cubs. This is game 2 of that doubleheader, the second of a 3-game series. Cubs won the first one, remember, a dramatic game. Let's take a look back at it here. Let me move the pitchers here for a second. Oh yeah, it was a wild one, 10-9. Ron Santo, player of the game, 4 hits and a sac fly, 5 RBIs, game-winning 3-run homer in the 6th. And we were wondering about this here. Remember saying that Henley, according to, if you were just going by who the pitcher was when the lead was taken, it would have been Henley. I said I would have awarded the win to Jenkins using scorer's discretion for the 2 scoreless innings. So anyway, I inputted the game manually. And Hal did indeed award the win to Bob Henley. I don't agree with it. I'm tempted to, I could go in and change that. I could give the win to Jenkins. The thing is, I have not overridden any of Hal's official scoring at all. So I figure, well, why start now? We've played 283 games. I've gone with his awarding of wins and saves. So what the heck? Not that big of a deal, I suppose, but I mean, let's face it, Henley was not effective. Jenkins was. Another interesting thing about the doubleheaders, we had to use Jenkins to get that win. Now, in real life, he pitched in the second game of this series. But most likely I will not use him since he worked 2 innings in the opener. The starters will be the gray-bearded Robin Roberts for Houston and left-hander Dick Ellsworth for the Cubs. Let's look at their real life. Sorry, you can see their real life numbers. Let's look at the replay numbers so far. For Roberts, he's made 6 starts. He's 1-1 with a 4.32 ERA. He has 1 complete game, 33 innings of work. For Ellsworth, he's 3-1 with a 3.92 ERA. This will be his 7th start. He also has 1 complete game in 41 innings of work. And there's Gerald. Welcome, Gerald. Okay, we're about ready to get started. Let's go over the Astros lineup and we'll get underway here. For Houston, Joe Morgan will lead off at second base. Sonny Jackson at shortstop in the 2 spot. Jimmy Wynn in center field hits third. Dave Nicholson back in the lineup in right. He'll be in the cleanup spot against the left-hander. Felix Mantilla gets a rare start at first base today. He'll bat 5th. Bob Aspromani, the third baseman, hits 6th. John Bateman, the catcher, 7th. Rusty Staub moves over to left field and down to the 8th spot against the left-handed starter. And, oh heck, where's my pitcher's hitting card? What did I do? Give the... Oh no, here it is. Roberts, the pitcher, hitting 9th. We'll set the Cubs defensively for you. Randy Hundley will do the catching. Ernie Banks at first. Beckert and Kessinger up the middle with Ron Santo down at third. Altman in left today. He gets a start. Phillips in center. And Billy Williams in right. Okay. Man, kind of like riding a bicycle, but also kind of like riding a bicycle and falling off. Trying to get back into the groove here. Ellsworth ready to work. Joe Morgan steps in to lead things off. Morgan comes into the game hitting just .217. 2 home runs, 14 RBIs. His 29 walks leads the league. And his 27 runs scored among the league leaders. Left on left, Ellsworth gets the sign, and here we go. It's a 3-5 left-handed little grounder wide of second. Beckert there to plug up the hole. Flips it over to Banks, and there's one away, and we're underway. Yeah, I guess that's true, Ben. I've never overridden Hal yet. It seems kind of weird just to start doing it now, but I'll throw it out to the group. What do you guys think? Should Jenkins have gotten the win in that game? Or should we leave it as it is with the win awarded to Bob Henley? Think about that one as we go along today. Here's Sonny Jackson. Jackson hitting .288 on the season, 1 homer, 7 RBIs. Another left-handed batter, left-on-left confrontation. Ellsworth the windup. That's a 3-7 fly ball into center field. Phillips backing up, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. So Ellsworth looking pretty sharp in the early going. And here's Wynn now. Jimmy Wynn, of course, carried the team so far, hitting .364. 8 home runs among the league leaders and a league-leading 33 RBIs. Ellsworth into the windup. Here's the pitch to the toy can, and it's a 4-8 righty, and he bangs a single right up the middle. And the torrid hitting waves of the hot-hitting Jimmy Wynn continue. Wynn now a star 15, so let's check the battery for Chicago. Ellsworth with a 0 hold. Hundley a 0 arm, so Wynn will be held on, making him a 13. That'll bring up Dave Nicholson. Nicholson's batting .338, 22 for 65, 3 homers, 7 RBIs. Ellsworth gets the sign now from the stretch. That's a 4-6 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Ellsworth quells the threat there. No runs a hit, 1 left on. After half an inning, Houston nothing, Chicago coming to bat. I think you're right most of the time, Dan. I have seen Hal do it the other way, though. In fact, I was really expecting to see Hal give it to Jenkins. And good question, Frank. Yeah, Frank and I have had some discussion, really more his discussion, telling me about the 1986 Mets. So, Frank, you go ahead and run with that one. I didn't get a chance to answer your question through email the other day, but when I ran the 86 National League replay on autoplay. You can do that in about 10 minutes on the Windows game. I had it set for advanced, not super advanced, but pretty much like I play here. Advanced rules, but with super advanced stealing and closer rule, which we don't use the closer rule in 1966. So I used the closer rule. I ran an autoplay, and the 86 Mets won 107 games. Houston, who won the West, won 109. Okay, Robert's getting ready to work here. Here's the lineup for the Chicago Cubs. Adolfo Phillips in center field leads off. Glenn Beckert in the 2 spot at second base. Billy Williams in right field in the 3 spot. Ron Santo at third base hits cleanup. Ernie Banks, the first baseman, hits 5th. George Altman in left field will bat 6th. Randy Hundley, the catcher, hits 7th. Don Kessinger at short 8th, and Ellsworth, the pitcher, 9th. Setting the Astros defensively, we have John Bateman behind the plate, Felix Mantilla at first, Morgan and Jackson up the middle with Aspromani down at third, and the outfield left to right of Staub, Wynn, and Nicholson. And yes, sirree. Welcome to Cleveland baseball, fan. And Mookie the Cat is in his favorite spot, the top perch of the cat tree. Yes, indeed, he is literally in the catbird seat. Okay, here's Phillips to lead things off. Phillips hitting .281, a pair of homers, 13 RBIs. Perry, welcome, Perry. You nailed it. Yes, sirree. In fact, the whole Houston team, the victim of a very early coffee accident in the replay. Coffee accident very early in the replay. You can see it more prominently on some cards than others. And I would say Roberts probably caught the brunt of it. So here's Phillips. Roberts into the windup. That's going to be a 1-5 right-hand. A single to 8 on a 2. He bangs that one just past the diving Jackson. And Adolfo Phillips reaches on a leadoff single. Phillips with blazing speed. Asterisk 17. Let's check the battery for Houston now. It's going to be Roberts a +1 hold. Bateman a 0, so that would make Phillips a 16 held on. He will be held on, and as Beckert steps to the plate, leading the club with a, well, he's not anymore, is he? He was leading the club in batting, but now Santo is, thanks to that torrid Game 1. Yes, Beckert hitting .342. Santo has passed him and is now at .351. No homers and 8 RBIs for Beckert, and Phillips is going to try for that lead. 3 through 7 on an 8, he does not get it. What would he be on the back number? 16 minus 4, he'd be 12, so he will not be going. Beckert will hit away. From the stretch, here comes the pitch from Robin Roberts. 4-11, it's a base hit into left field. An open single. Phillips could try to go to third on that. He's a 16, minus 2 to third, 14, but Staub in left field with a -4 cannon knocks that down to a 1 through 10. And Phillips will round and hold at second on the single by Beckert. And the Cubs have something going here in the first inning off of Robin Roberts. Remember, Roberts was age 40 in 1966. And there's Mike. Welcome, Mike. Good to see everybody. It's been a while. My last game was last Sunday. And Gerald's for the Cubs. Here's Billy Williams. Williams, probably the Cubs' best hitter, although so far this year just .268, but 6 home runs and 18 RBIs. Roberts in a jam right off the bat here as he stares in. Now from the stretch, the pitch to Billy's a 2-8 right-handed. He pops him up. Right side, Joe Morgan waving everyone off. And he'll squeeze it for out number 1. Here's Santo now, had that incredible Game 1 of the doubleheader. Raised his average to .351, 5 home runs, and a team-leading 24 RBIs. That's outside for a ball. Roberts pitching carefully to Santo in the early going, and here's the next pitch. That's going to be a 3-11 right-handed, and he loses him, ball 4. So Roberts, respecting the hot bat of Santo, walks him, and the Cubs have loaded the bases with 1 out in the bottom of the first. And here comes Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. Banks hitting just .212 so far. He does have 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, infield at double play depth. Roberts into the windup, 3-4 right-handed. It's a fly ball to right field, B question mark. Nicholson will make the catch. Phillips can tag and try to score on that. He's a 16 plus 2, 18. Nicholson a -1 makes it 17. They're going to send him. Nicholson tags. Excuse me. Get in the game, Steve. Phillips tags. The throw from Nicholson. He scores. So the Cubs are on the board. Sack fly Ernie Banks. So Banks lofted one to right field, deep enough for Phillips to tag and score. And with 2 away, that'll bring up George Altman. Altman just 5 for 43 so far, 116. Roberts into the windup. The pitch to Altman. A 6-12 left-hander. That's a base hit into center field. And Beckert can try to score. 2-out single. Beckert 1 through 14, 2 out, 16. Wins a 0 in center. They're going to send Beckert 1 to 16. Here comes the throw from Jimmy Wynn. He scores. 2-0 Cubs. RBI single for Altman. They'll hold Sano, a slow runner at second. And it's 2-0. I think he said that in the first game, Franklin, and welcome. Good to see you again. Ernie comes through. Yeah, that's right, Dan. Just let's keep it going while we're hot. Here's Randy Hundley, the catcher. Hundley hitting .271, 4 homers, 18 RBIs. The pitch from Robin Roberts, that's going to be a 5-7 right-handed. It's a grounder up the middle, cut off by Sonny Jackson. Whirls and throws in time, and that will retire the side. But the Cubs score 2 on 3 hits and leave a pair. After 1 inning, it is Cubs 2, Astros nothing. So the Astros came into this game red hot. The Cubs won a back and forth wild one in the first game of this doubleheader. 10-9 the final score. And now they lead game 2, 2-0 as we go to the second inning. So the Cubs trying to slow down the, is it the pesky Astros? I never get this right, Frank. Frank's for the Astros, I know. The feisty Astros. I knew I'd get it wrong. Oh, geez, Frank. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully everything's all right. Or at least can be treated / corrected. Anyway, wishing you all the best, Frank. Frank, just a fantastic guy. Has communicated with me quite often through email, as well as here on the chat. Felix Mantilla will lead off the second. He is just 2 for 5 on the season. Hasn't played very much. This is just his 5th game. Heck, it might be his first start. He's mostly been used as a pinch hitter. Ellsworth under the windup. That's going to be a 2-6 lefty on a double to 10. Mantilla drills one. Line drive into left center. That's going to roll to the wall. Mantilla rounds and heads into second, where he's in with a leadoff double. Franklin, I played the first game on Sunday. You see, I've had family in town pretty much solidly since July 30th. So the streams have been kind of hit and miss. I've gotten them in when I can, but I haven't rolled since Sunday, and that was game 1. Let's complete this half an inning, and I'll go over it again for those of you who missed it. Here's Aspromonte. Bob Aspromonte hitting .233, 3 homers, 16 RBIs. Ellsworth checks the runner. Now comes in with a 5-2 right-handed. That's a base hit into right field, an open single. Mantilla could try to score. Williams with a +1 arm out there would make him a 13, but with nobody out, they're going to slam the brakes on and play it safe. And Houston has him cornered with nobody out. I know it's weird to do a double header and have them 5 days apart. Here's Bateman now. Leading 2-0. The Cubs are going to play at double play depth for Bateman. Ellsworth checks the runners. Throw over to first, ask for Monty back. From the stretch, the pitch to John Bateman is a 3-9 left-hander. That's a deep fly ball to left field. Hit high and deep. Altman backing up now on the track. Makes the catch. Mantilla could tag. 12-14. Altman a +1. 15 with 1 away. He's going to go for it. Mantilla tagging 1-15. He scores. So it's a sac fly for Bateman, and it's 2-1. One away, and Rusty Staub will be the hitter. Staub coming in at .354. 4 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Second to win on the ball club and also among the league leaders. Left on left. Ellsworth comes in with a .310 left-hand, and it's a ground ball to second base, wide to the left of Beckert. He's there. Only play is to first, and Astromonti will take second on the play. That'll bring up Robin Roberts with 2 out. He's a switch hitter, Roberts. Still bat right-handed against Ellsworth. 1W. Here's the pitch on a 6-5. It's a grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Kessinger, a 2E40. Don into the hole. Here's the play on a 12. That'll be the E range. A 7 on a 40. He boots it. Oh my, error Don Kessinger. So Roberts reaches on the error. Ask for Monty to third. Error Chicago. First and third 2 down, and here's Morgan. Little Joe grounded to second in the first. Ellsworth in a jam now. Leads it 2-1 with the Astros threatening here in the second. Here's the pitch to Joe Morgan. That's going to be a 2-3, and he walks him to load the bases. Bases loaded walk to Morgan. Robin Roberts moves over to second, and that'll bring up Sonny Jackson with the bases loaded and 2 down. Okay, Ellsworth set now. Checks the runners. Full windup. The pitch to Jackson. 3-6 lefty. Ground ball to second base. It's Beckert. He's got it. Tosses to Banks, and that'll do it. Ellsworth got out of that cheaply enough. The Astros score a run on 2 hits, but they leave the bases full. Will Perry, it was his first full year, I think. I do remember earlier we looked this up, and in '65, he was a right-handed batter. This is the year he started switch hitting. Okay, as I promised here, this is game 1, played last Sunday. 10-9 Cubs. With the wildest 6th inning we'll probably see all year. We went into the 6th in a 2-2 tie. The Astros blew it open with 6 runs in the 6th, but the Cubs came right back with 8 runs in the bottom of the inning to take the lead and ended up winning it 10-9. Owens the winner, Hendley the winner in relief, although that's still open for debate. Abernathy with his 4th save. Owens took the loss. And here's Roberts now getting ready to work the bottom of the 2nd. Yeah, right, Ben? That was a crazy one. And hello to Bob Cole. Welcome. Boy, we got a hell of a crowd here today. Holy cow. That's really great to see, especially since I took so much time off, right? I didn't know what to expect here. All right, here's Kessinger to lead off the bottom of the 2nd. Kessinger comes in at 250. No homers, 2 RBIs, batting left-handed against Roberts. The windup on the pitch is a 5-10 left-handed. That's catcher's card X. That'll be for Bateman. A 3E9. And here's the play. On a 1, it's a foul out to the catcher. One away, and here's the pitcher, Ellsworth. Take a month off. Well, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Hey, Greg. Greg's here. How you doing? Ellsworth, a left-handed batter, 2W. Roberts comes in with a 6-11 left-handed, and he strikes him out. Ellsworth down on strikes. Whoops, I dropped the card. 2 out, nobody on, and here's Adolfo Phillips. He led off the first with a single, came around to score. The pitch from Roberts. That's a 5-5 righty. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Robin Roberts. We've played 2. It's Cubs 2, Astros 1. So far, tight game. Nothing resembling the first game of the doubleheader, that's for sure. And to the 3rd inning we go. Jimmy Wynn, the toy cannon, to lead things off. Wynn singled his first time up. Ellsworth gets the sign now. Here's the windup. The pitch to Wynn is a 2-8 left-handed. It's a grounded in the hole. It's short. Kessinger plants and throws in time. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. And Perry as well. Thanks, everybody. You guys don't know how good that makes me feel. Had a great visit with family. Glad to be back playing, too. I really try to take to heart the saying, live in the now. I'm not all that good at it, I would admit, but I try to keep that in mind. I try. Okay, here's Nicholson. He struck out his first time against Dick Ellsworth. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's a 4-6 right-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Nicholson fans for the 2nd time. That'll bring up Mantilla. Felix doubled his first time up, came around to score. The pitch from Ellsworth is a 2-10 left-handed. It's a 2-9 left-handed. Grounder to second base. Beckert, 2 Banks, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ellsworth. Yeah. Roberts threw a 1-2-3 inning, and Ellsworth answers right back, setting down the slide in order in the 3rd. And there's Kenyon. Welcome, Kenyon. I have not seen you in a while, Kenyon. Welcome back. I myself have not been here since Sunday. It'll be Beckert, Williams, and Santo for the Cubs, bottom of the 3rd. Beckert singled and scored his first time up. Boy, it is, isn't it? Feels like the whole crew's here. Roberts into the windup. The pitch to Beckert is a 5-7 right-hander. A grounder up the middle, cut off by Sonny Jackson. Throws to Mantilla for the out. So Jackson was shading Beckert up the middle, and that made that a fairly routine play. Here's Billy Williams now, 0 for 1. Roberts gets the sign. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 3-6 righty. Double to 7. That's down into the wall. There goes Williams, rounding first. Nicholson gets it back in, and Billy Williams is in with a stand-up double. 3-6 double to 7. The roll's a 6. And here comes Santo. Santo walked his first time up. Santo, a one-man wrecking crew in the first game of the doubleheader. Roberts checks the runner now. Comes to the plate, 6-2, and walks him again. So the Astros definitely respecting Ron Santo right now. And that'll bring up Banks. Banks with a sac fly in the first, drove in a run. First and second, one down. Roberts out of the stretch. That's a 6-12 right-handed base hit into left field. Williams can try to score on that. 1-14, but Stodd with a -4 gun. They're going to put the brakes on him, and the bases will be loaded. That would make it 1-10. No sense trying that with one away. So George Altman will come to bat with the bases loaded. Altman singled in a run his first time today. Infield at double play depth. Action in the Houston bullpen already. Looks like, what the heck is he doing in there? Bob Bruce begins to throw. Okay, Altman is standing in there from the left side. Infield at double play depth. Roberts the full windup. That's a 2-9 righty. It's a high fly ball to right field. Backing up is Nicholson on the track, makes the catch. On a fly ball B, Williams is going to try to score, I think, with 2 outs. Yes, he's 14-16. Nicholson might 1-15. Williams coming to the plate. The throw from Nicholson. He's out. Oh my God, that was close. So close, in fact, I'm going to double check it. Fly to right B. Williams, 14 with 2 outs, 16, -115. Yes, sir. He's cut down at the plate. Man, that was a big play. Oh, you know what? You might be right, Ben. What was the roll on that? Do you remember? That's right. It was not a question mark. Hang on, hang on. 2-9. Fly ball to right field B. Yes, sir. I stand corrected, and I thank you. Brain freeze there on my part. I apologize, guys. I was thinking B question mark. That is indeed a sac fly. Williams scores. Yeah, and it's really, I can't believe I even, that's an obvious one, right? A missed home run. That's a deep fly ball. No-brainer sacrifice fly. My apologies. In fact, Santo could have tagged up and tried to go to third on that. 11, 13, -112, and he'd only be out on a 20. I don't think we're going to do that, though, in this case. Don't want to make the third out at third. The Cubs lead it 3-1, and here's Hundley. Oh, Ben's all over it. Ben, probably the newest player here, and I'll tell you what, Ben has really mastered the rules. I'm ready to name Ben my official scorer, in fact. I'm telling you, he's helped me out numerous times. Here's the pitch now to Hundley. On a 1-9 righty, swung on and missed, strike 3, and that'll do it. The Cubs get a run on 2 hits and leave a pair. We've played 3. It's 3-1 Chicago. And Jeffrey has joined the room. Welcome, Jeff. I didn't stick around for the end. I assumed the Pirates won. Barring a miracle of some kind, right? To the 4th we go. Bob Aspromani will lead it off for Houston. He singled his first time up. Ellsworth gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 5-11 right-handed. That is a high fly ball to deep left field, but that is a single. Aspromani a week. Okay, 5-11 single to 11. The roll is the 9, and Aspromani 2 for 2 with a leadoff single. He's an N against righties, but Ellsworth a lefty. Ellis a 4-hitter. No LSD for a playoff game, right? Okay, here's Bateman. Sack fly his first time up. Ellsworth checks the runner, now from the stretch. 2-7 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Dick Ellsworth. 1 away, and here's Rusty Staub. Staub 0 for 1, left on last. Ellsworth set now from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-4. Fly ball to left field. That's playable for Altman. He's got it. 2 down. As far as I know, it's actually true. There's a whole documentary on that on YouTube. You can check that out and decide for yourself. Here's Roberts now, switch hitter, batting righty. The pitch from Dick Ellsworth on a 3-5. It's a little slow roller to short. Here comes Kessinger charging on the run. He's out. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 3-1 Chicago. So Chicago looking to sweep the doubleheader from the red-hot Astros. Robin Roberts getting loose for the bottom of the inning now. Kessinger will lead things off for Chicago. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen the cartoon version. I'm going to have to check that out. Kessinger 0 for 1, hitting lefty. The pitch from Robin Roberts. That is a 4-2 lefty. It's a high fly ball to right, way up there. Nicholson just shy of the track, waits for it to come down, and gloves it for the out. That'll bring up Ellsworth. Left-handed batter. The pitch is a 1-9, struck him out. Ellsworth fans for the second time today. And here's Adolfo Phillips, 1 for 2. Good one, Mike. Roberts getting the sign from Bateman now. Here's the pitch to Phillips on a 5-6 right-handed. It's a lazy fly ball into right field. Nicholson drifting over, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Roberts. So we played 4. It's 3-1 Cubs. For those who don't know, Mike Sports Time Machine has his own channel on here. Check it out. You know, Ben, I think if you were in a room with me and Jeff, you probably wouldn't have to inhale. Top of the order for the Astros. They trail by 2. Joe Morgan to start it off. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Ellsworth gets the sign from Hundley. Comes in there with a 112 lefty, and he walks him. Morgan, the walk master, walked twice in this one. Morgan, remember, came into the game with 29 walks, so he has 31 walks on the season now, which leads the National League. Morgan, a star 15 stealer. 0 battery, he'll be held at 13. And here's Sonny Jackson. Boy, if it was a one-run game, this would be a perfect spot for Jackson to lay one down, but trailing by 2, he's going to swing away. And here's the pitch from the stretch. It's a 6-3 lefty, a fly ball to left field, X. That's going to be a tough play for Altman. A 4E13 as he races towards the line. On a 17, he's got it. Nice running catch. Morgan's going to tag up and take second on that. Fly ball A. And the toy cannon will come to the plate. Jimmy Wynn's been on a tear this season. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Ellsworth, a glance at Morgan, now comes to the plate. 6-11 righty. It's a fly to right field X. That's Billy Williams. Tough play for Billy as he ranges towards the gap on a 3-8. It's a 5, and he's not going to get there. That's down for a base hit. Here comes Morgan rounding. He'll score. And it's 3-2 on an RBI single by the torrid toy cannon. Wynn will be held on at 13, 1 down. And Nicholson's the hitter. That's a lot of walks. And Ben, I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna dispute your math. That's for damn sure. Here's Nicholson. He struck out twice. 3-2 Cubs now. Runner on first, 1 down. Here's the pitch from the stretch. That's a 2-7 lefty. A double to 7 on a 9. That's going to hang up in right field for Billy Williams, who makes the catch for the out. It'll be up to Felix Mantilla now. 1 for 2 today. Ellsworth stares in. Now here's the pitch. That's going to be a 1-5 left-handed. He struck him out. That'll end the inning. The Astros score a run, however, on 1 hit and leave 1. And we got a 3-2 ball game. We got a good one so far. Roberts in S5, he's going to be entering his first inning of potential fatigue here. Right, Frank. Yeah, they took it briefly in the 6th inning of the last game and gave it right back. Let's get the right team up there. Beckert, Williams, and Sano due in the bottom of the 5th. Cubs lead it by a run. A player that runs 120 without hindrance Well, being cheered on has done what? And 120 yards. An inside the park home run, right? Or no, I guess that wouldn't matter, would it? Well, while being cheered, yeah, a home run. You guys are faster than me. So you've got 90 feet. Yeah, okay, all right. 360 feet, yes, all right, I'm slow. Oh, without hindrance. There you go. I like that. That's a good one. I got to remember that one. Okay, to the bottom of the fifth. We're halfway through. Here's Glenn Beckert, 1 for 2 on the day. Roberts into the windup. Pitch to Beckert is a 1-9 right-handed grounder. Back of the bag. Morgan's there. Turns and throws in time. 1 away. And here's Billy Williams. Williams 1 for 2. Standing in from the left side, here's the pitch from Robin Roberts. That's going to be a 3-6 right-handed. That is ripped over the bag and down into the corner. Here goes Williams heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the afternoon. Here's Santo now. He's walked twice. Bob Bruce is ready in the Houston pen. Here's the pitch to Santo. That's a 4-3 right-handed. It's a grounder to the pitcher X. Roberts a 5E26, however. Here's the roll on the play. On a 2, it's going to be a single 2 stars and a run will score. So Roberts unable to come up with it. That'll be ruled a base hit. Williams in to score. It's 4-2. And for Santo, that's his 6th RBI of the doubleheader. He is on fire. Here's Banks with 1 out, 1 on. Sac fly and singled. 1 more hit or walk will fatigue Roberts as he comes in with the pitch to Banks. That's a 1-9 grounder to second. Morgan to his left has it. His only play is to first. And Santo takes second on the play. I'm feeling it, Perry. Feels like Roberts is getting near the end of the line here. Due to bat 4th in the 6th. He needs to get 1 more out here. And here's Altman, singled and had a sac fly in the 3rd. The pitch to Altman is a 1-9. He struck him out. The Cubs add on a run, however, on 2 hits and leave a man. Through 5, it's Cubs 4, Astros 2. That'll most likely be it for Roberts. Unless Ellsworth can throw a 1-2-3-6, that is. That was a huge K for Robin Roberts. The graybeard, 40-year-old Robin Roberts, near the end of the line here in this season. Hall of Famer. Mostly, I relate him mostly to the Phillies, of course. I'm sure most people do. Here's Aspromonte, 2 for 2 on the day. Ellsworth into the windup. That's a 2-2. And he hits him. Oh my goodness. Well, that one got away. And welcome Mike on vacation in Gettysburg. You know, I always wanted to go there. But the thing is, I don't fly. That's going to be a problem. That's a long drive. Here's Bateman now. Ellsworth from the stretch. The pitch to John Bateman. It's a 5-5 righty. It's a fly ball into left field. Altman there. He's got it, one down. Here's Staub, 0 for 2 on the day. Legrand Orange standing in from the left side. Left on left as Ellsworth delivers a 5-9 left-handed. That is crushed to right center. Phillips headed back at the track, at the wall, leaps. It's gone. We've got a tie ball game. Holy crap, Rusty Staub against a left-hander. Let's take a look at it. 5-9 to 11. He has the power on an 11. Staub just clears the fence. And we're all tied up here. For Rusty Staub, his 5th home run of the season. And here's Roberts now. They're going to hit for him anyway. My thinking here is he's a 5-inning pitcher. He's gone 5. The card is awful. Yeah, they got their 5 innings out of him. We're going to call that a day for Robin Roberts. So we'll have a batter here. Nobody on and 1 down. Roberts goes 5. Allows 3, 5, 7 hits. 4 runs. He walked 2 and struck out 3, 4, 5. 5 Ks for Robin Roberts. And the batter will be Ron Brand. Brand, a right-handed batter, has not played much. Just 2 at-bats on the season. He's 1 for 2. It was a double. Ellsworth gets the sign from Hundley. The pitch to Brand is a 5-9 right-handed. That is driven to left center. That's going to be down and roll to the wall for extra bases. And Brand is in with a pinch hit double. And suddenly, the feisty Astros have the tying run in scoring position with 1 down. Brand a 13 runner. That'll be good enough. And here's Morgan. Excuse me, I got to get a drink of water. Oh, okay. No, but not by any stretch, Frank. You're absolutely right. So here's Morgan. Runner in scoring position and 1 away. Left on left, Ellsworth said it's a 5-5 fly ball to right field B. Williams will make the catch, and there's 2 away. Let me look at something here. Runner at second on a B only, not on the question mark. The runner at second can tag. That would be Brand, 13-15. Williams +1 is 16. He's only out on a 20. Brand's going to tag and try to go to third. And he moves over to third. So the go-ahead run at third base now, but there's two down, and Sonny Jackson will be the hitter. Ellsworth trying to get out of this inning now. Left on left. The pitch to Sonny Jackson is a 2-7. Base hit up the middle, and the Astros take the lead. Holy smokes. Brand crosses the plate. It's an RBI for Sonny Jackson. And suddenly it's 5-4 Houston, and Jackson all kinds of speed at first base. Held at 17. Jimmy Wynn at the plate. Should we try for the lead? Seriously, as hot as Wynn's been, if he steals, they'll walk Wynn intentionally. Nicholson's 0 for 3. Interesting situation here. They've got to hold him. I absolutely will go over that rule, Perry. Give me just 1 minute here. Let's see what happens. There's 2 away. Jimmy Wynn at the plate. Jackson held at first, will not try for the lead. Ellsworth with the sign. From the stretch, the pitch to the cannon is a 6-5. Grounder to shortstop X. Kessinger's going to get a shot to redeem himself here. A 2E40. And here's the play. On a 10, it's the E rating. It's a roll of a 10 on an E40, and he makes a fine diving stop to his feet and throws him out. Oh my goodness. What a play by Don Kessinger. 6-3X side retired. The Astros, however, take the lead by scoring 3 runs on 3 hits, and they leave 1. Okay, here it is. Some of these rules that I like to refer to more often than others, I've actually cut out and put on a separate sheet. And it's 14.3, okay? On a fly ball to right field B to right field only, a runner at second base may advance with this calculation. Base runner's running rating plus minus right fielder's arm plus 2 for the throw to third. Roll the 20-sided die. However, the only out chance is the split chance of 20. If the roll is higher than the highest safe chance but lower than 20, then the runner simply holds at second base. Yeah, there's a lot of rules to remember in this game, and I tell you, I make mistakes. You guys have seen it, and thankfully, a lot of you guys have, Ben in particular, have kept me honest and helped me out, and I sure do appreciate it, because we want to get it right. At the end of the day, that's what's important. Okay, so Bob Bruce is going to come on to pitch for Houston. I don't even like the way that looks. I can hardly read that myself. I'm in trouble writing Bruce today for some reason. Okay, anyway, Bruce. He's been in 3 games, 2 of them starts. He's 1-1 with a very fine 2.51 ERA across 14 innings. Not a good card. But the Astros are limited in the bullpen. Wait a minute, they might not do that in this situation. Who's up? Hundley, Kessinger, Ellsworth. They have the lead now. We could go to Ron Taylor. Yeah, no, he's worse than Bruce against lefties, better against righties. But 2 of the first 3 batters are going to be lefties. We're going to stick with Bruce. Well, I think you nailed it exactly, Ben. They're fresher in your mind. Okay, here's Bruce now. Randy Hundley to lead it off for the Cubs in the bottom of the 6th. It's 5-4 Houston. Hundley's 0 for 2 on the day. Bruce gets the sign from Bateman. The pitch to Hundley is a 4-7 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Bateman strikes out for the Hundley strikes out for the second time today. And here's Kessinger. Well, that's true, Ben, but that's only if you're playing super advanced with clutch. I'm not using that. Clutch goes hand in hand with ballpark effects. Now, many people don't know that. They recommend you don't use one without the other. I don't really have a problem with the clutch, but I hate the ballpark effects. So, as I say, they say don't use one without the other, and so I don't. But you can use ballpark and clutch with advanced, and you don't have to be playing super advanced. That's totally up to the individual player. Okay, here's Kessinger, 0 for 2. The pitch from Bruce is a 4-11 left-handed. That is ripped into right for a single. It's a homer for an N, but Kessinger a weak. He'll settle for a single. That's right, 4-11, N home run, clean. But Kessinger being a weak, that's going to be a single. Kessinger a star 15. The battery is 0 now, Bruce and Bateman. He'll be held at 13. He's the tying run. What to do with Ellsworth here in the 6th? He's a B bunter. We're going to roll for infield in or back, 1-3 in. Infield is back. He's going to lay it down. On a B, it's an 8. And it's a successful sacrifice bunt for Ellsworth. That pushes the tying runner into scoring position. Good speed at second in Kessinger. He's a 1-15. And here's Adolfo Phillips now. Phillips 1 for 3. Bruce checks the runner. 3-6 right-handed. That's ripped over the bag at third and down into the left field corner. Staub racing after it. Here comes Kessinger in to score, and the game is tied. An RBI double by Adolfo Phillips, and the crowd erupts. So the sacrifice pays off. Phillips drives him in with a double. 5-5 as Glenn Beckert steps to the plate. Another 6th inning. Yes. 6th inning was the bingo number for the first game. 14 runs were scored in the 6th inning of the first game of this doubleheader. Here's the pitch to Beckert. It's a 5-6 right-handed. That's a base hit into left field, an open single. Phillips can try to score. He's fast. 16 with 2 outs, 18. That's left field, isn't it? Staub with that -4 cannon, a 14. They're going to send him. Here he comes. Here's Staub's throw on a 14. He's in there on a 13. Holy smoke. RBI single for Beckert, and Beckert will take second on the throw. Not cut off. He would have been a... well, no, he probably wouldn't. I take that back. We're not going to have him take second. I keep forgetting it's Staub in left. Staub normally in right, right? So Beckert, if he tried to go to second, he would have been a 1 through 5. Yeah, no way. They'd have cut that off. Nailed him. Okay, so he's going to stay at first. He'll be held 1 to 14. Billy Williams at the plate. He is going to try for the lead. Needs a 7. He doesn't get it. And here's Williams. 3 hits in the inning off of Bruce. Runner on first, 2 down. Here's the pitch to Billy Williams on a 3-6. It's a double to 7, and on a 1, that's down for extra bases. They're going to hold Beckert at third, playing it cautiously here. Billy Williams with his 3rd double of the day. You talk about a daily double. Billy Williams has 3 of them. And it looks like there's action again in the Houston pen. Don't know what else they've got down there. Let's see who pitched in the... I got to check and see who pitched in the first game again. Owens and Zachary worked. Don Lee getting loose. And here comes the red-hot Ron Santo. Singled and walked twice. 2 runners in scoring position. God, it feels like it, doesn't it? It was the 6th inning in the first game, and it's the 6th inning today. Bruce into the windup. Pitch to Ron Santo, a 6-6. That's a single, 2 stars. 2 runs are going to score. Here comes Beckert. Here comes Williams to score. And what about this Ron Santo? A 2-run single. Ron Santo has 8 RBIs in this doubleheader. And here comes Hatton, and that's it for Bruce. They're going to go to Don Lee. Bruce, very ineffective in his 2/3 of an inning. The Cubs teed off on him for 5 hits. 4 runs so far. No walks and a strikeout. Lee used sparingly. Remember, he only pitched 37 innings that year in real life. This is his 3rd appearance. He's worked 2 1/3 innings. He's 1-0 with a 7.71 ERA. He'll be facing Ernie Banks with a runner at first and 2 down. You nailed it, Mike. I've been saying all along the Achilles heel of this Astros team is their bullpen. Okay, Lee ready to go now. Santo takes his lead from first. Here's the pitch to Ernie Banks. On a 3-8 right-handed base hit into center field. Santo can take third. He's going to hold up and play it safe. 1 through 11 runner, 1 to 13. -1, he'd be a 1 to 12 to third. They'll play it safe, and they will bat around as George Altman comes to the plate. The wind has shifted in Wrigley. Yes, indeed. Altman, 1 for 2. He's got 2 RBIs on the day himself. Lee staring in now. The pitch to George Altman is a 2-8 right-handed base hit up the middle. Holy smokes. Sano can try to score on that. It's to center. Win with a 0 arm. Sano 11, 2 outs, 13. They're sending him. Here comes Sano to 13. Wins throw. He scores. Banks will hold at second. 5 runs in the inning. Oh my God, can you believe this? It's 6th inning lightning again, just as it was in the first game of this doubleheader. And we're going to take a look at that again for those of you who missed it. The Cubs have batted around in the bottom of the 6th, and here's Hundley. He struck out to start the inning. First and second, 2 down. Lee into the windup. 5-3 right-handed. It's ground ball to the pitcher X. Lee a 3E39. Here's the roll on the play. On a 10 E-range. It's an 11 on a 39, and he boots it. Error Don Lee. We got to move this over here now. It's an E1. That reloads the bases. Banks to third. Altman to second. Second error for Houston. Holy cow, here's Kessinger again. He singled earlier in this inning. He's 1 for 3. No kidding, man. Yeah. Let's see if Kessinger can make him pay for it. Bases loaded, 2 down. Batting left-handed. Here's the pitch to Don Lee. That's a 5-8, and that is ripped into the right center gap. That's going to be extra bases. Here comes Banks to score. Here comes Altman to score. Hundley can try for the plate. He's an 11, 2 outs, 13. To center a 0. Hell, why not at this point? Here he comes to 13. He scores. It's a bases clearing double for Don Kessinger. And the Cubs have blown it open with a wild 6th. Yeah, at that point, either he scores or the inning's over. I mean, they have scored 8 runs in this inning. This is too weird, okay? I'm going to show you what I mean. Most of you guys know this already, but we're going to go over this here in a minute. Ellsworth will bat now. Absolutely. He laid down a sac bunt in this inning already. Left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. That's a 1-7. Struck him out. And mercifully for Houston, the side is retired. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 runs on 8 hits. They leave 1. It is 12-5 Cubbies. And it's deja vu all over again. Okay, first I have to, that was the 6th inning. Okay, so that's going to be the 7th. That becomes the 8th. That becomes the 9th. And that's going to hop over here. And that stays as it is. Okay, I got to make sure I've got that right. Okay, check this out. 11 runs in the 6th inning. Okay, here's game 1 of the doubleheader. Look at the 6th inning here. It was 2-2 going into the 6th. The Astros scored 6 in the 6th. Take the lead 8-2. It looked like the game was over, basically. Nope. The Cubs come right back with 8 runs in the bottom of the 6th. to take the lead 10-8. They end up winning it 10-9. 8 runs in the 6th. And what do they do in the second game of the doubleheader? 8 runs in the 6th. That was lucky, Ben. That just worked out. So a wild doubleheader here at Wrigley. We go to the 7th. 12-5 Cubs, and now Ellsworth entering his first inning of potential fatigue. He's got some extra rope. Dave Nicholson will lead it off as we go to the 7th in a wild game of a wild doubleheader. Oh my goodness, he's 0 for 3 today, struck out twice. Ellsworth into the windup. Here's the pitch to Nicholson. That is a 1-8 left-handed, and he walks him. Not what you want to do when your team's just scored 8 runs. Walks the leadoff man. And here's Felix Mantilla. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Whew. I got to get some more coffee when we stretch. Holy smokes. Here's the pitch from the stretch to Felix Mantilla. That's going to be a 4-6 right-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Ellsworth fans Mantilla for the second time today. That's great, Frank. I have an alibi. I am not a crook. Ask Tremonti, 2 for 2. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Ellsworth gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Bob now. It's a 3-7 double to 4. That is not flat. That's going to have to be a re-roll on the 20. Double to 4. He's got it. He rolls a 2 again. They're going to hold Nicholson at third. 1 out double by Bob Tremonti, and here come the Astros. 1 more hitter walk will fatigue Ellsworth. Down in the Cubs bullpen, Cal Kuntz the righty, Billy Heff the lefty throwing. John Bateman the hitter, 0 for 2 with a sac fly. With a big lead, even though there's runners at second and third, the Cubs are going to play it at normal depth. No sense doing anything that would help along a big inning here. Ellsworth 1 hitter walk from fatiguing as Randy Hundley goes out to the mound, buying a little time for the pen. Okay, they're set now. Here's Bateman. Second and third 1 out. The pitch from Ellsworth. That's a 3-9 left-handed. That's a deep fly ball to left field. That's a B question mark. That's going to be caught by Altman. Nicholson could tag on that, but they're not going to take any chances. Trailing by as many as they are, that'll just be a fly out to left. That run means nothing. Here's Staub. Staub has a homer in this game, the only home run in the game. Left on left, Ellsworth with the pitch. It's a 5-7, swung on and missed, strike 3. And Ellsworth gets out of it unscathed. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Oh my goodness, it is 12-5 Cubs. Don Lee, yeah, he's going to come out again. He'd be due to lead off in the 8th. As we stretch for the 7th, let's do the Mookie stretch, shall we? Let me unscrew this here. Bear with me. And Frank's money was on top of the tower. Yes, sirree. There he is. Try to get a little overhead shot here. Mookie. He's looking out the window. Alrighty, as we stretch for the 7th, give me a moment. I'm going to refill my coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. What a game and what a doubleheader. You talk about taking 4 days off, and then we basically pick up right where we left off. Cubs will send the top of the lineup here against Don Lee. We can close the book on Bruce. Bruce started this inning. 5 of the runs charged to him. Let's see, the double plated three. So 1, 2, 3. So 2 of those runs are unearned. At least the way I figure it, I don't worry much about that. Again, I enter the games manually into the computer version of Strat, and if I make a mistake like that, it'll catch it. So here's Adolfo Phillips, 2 for 4 on the day. Lee into the windup. The pitch to Phillips is a 2-9. Struck him out. Second strikeout of the game for Phillips, who strikes out a lot. Oh, God, yes. He had 135 strikeouts in 419 at-bats that year. That projects to, if he played every day, that would have been over 200 strikeouts, and that was in 1966. Here's Beckert, 2 for 4. Don Lee into the windup. That's going to be a 2-6. That is a comebacker. Lee has it. Tosses it to Mantilla, 2 down. That'll bring up Billy. Billy has 3 doubles today, 3 for 4. That gives Billy Williams now 7 doubles on the season. Almost half of them today. Pitch from Lee. That's a 3-6 right-handed. It's a double to 7 on a 9. He just missed it. Oh my goodness, it's a base hit for Williams. He just missed his 4th double of the day. I'm going to take another look at it to be sure. 3-6 double to 7. The roll is a 9. So it's a 2-out single for Billy Williams. He's his 4th hit of the afternoon, and here's Santo. Santo's just been on fire. He has not been retired in this doubleheader, either game. 2 for 2 with a pair of walks today, 3 RBIs, 5 RBIs in the opener, an 8 RBI day for Santo. There's the pitch from Lee. 3-9, he walks him. Santo is absolutely unconscious, and nobody can get him out. And that'll bring up Banks. Banks 2 for 3 on the day. The pitch from Don Lee is a 6-4 right-handed. It's a fly to center field X. That's Jimmy Wynn. Tough play for Jimmy. He's going back on the ball now. A 3-E-10. On a 19, he's there, catches up with it, and that retires the side. 8X. No runs, a hit, 2 left on. We played 7. It's 12-5 Cubs. Nice, Bob. From the Hall of Esoteric Stats, Bob comes up with that. Adolfo with a 322 strikeout average. Ellsworth now going for the complete game. Astros will start off the 8th with a pinch hitter. Lee worked 1 1/3. 2 hits. 1 run unearned. Walked 1, struck out 2. Let's see what's left for Houston in the pen. It's gonna have to be Ron Taylor. They're really running out of options down there. Carded options, that is. We've got a couple of computer only we could use if we need to. Let's see who they're going to send up there. It's going to be Davis or Lillis. It'll be Ron Davis. Okay, Ron Davis, 0 for 4 on the season, used exclusively as a pinch hitter. He's 0 for 4 with a walk. He's been in 5 ball games, all as a pinch hitter. Ellsworth into the windup. The pitch to Davis. That is a 1-8 left-handed fly to center. Phillips backing up and gloves it. So Davis retired. That'll turn the lineup over. Here's Joe Morgan for the 5th time today. He's walked twice, 0 for 2. Left on left, Ellsworth comes in there with a 6-9, little slow roller to first. It's a race to the bag, and Ernie Banks gets there first. Just does beat the speedy Morgan to the bag, and there's 2 down. And here's Sonny Jackson. Jackson 1 for 4 on the day. Left on left, it's a 4-4 fly to center field X. That'll be Phillips. Phillips ranging back a 3-9. On a 7, he makes a fine running catch to rob Sonny Jackson of a hit. One, 2, 3, go the Astros in the 8th. That resets the fatigue on Ellsworth as well. So Ellsworth looking pretty good for that complete game now. Ron Taylor will be the 4th Houston pitcher of the day. Taylor, despite an ugly card, has been in 4 games, 6 innings with a 1.5 ERA. He's 0-1. It'll be Altman, Hundley, and Kessinger for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 8th. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. It's great to be back. I'm having a hell of a good time here. Okay, here's Altman. He's 2 for 3. 3 RBIs on the day as Taylor's set now. It's a 6-12 left-handed grounder to first base X. That's Mantilla. It's a tough play for Felix. He's a 4-16. On a 20, he makes the play. Flipped to Taylor covering. 3-1 X. Here's Hundley now. Hundley's 2 for 4. His 3 RBI double capped off the scoring in the 6th. Here's the pitch to Ron Taylor. That's a 5-8 right-handed grounder to second base X. That's Morgan. 3E30, Morgan behind the bag. On a 1, he's not going to get it. That's up the middle and through for a single. So Hundley joins the hit parade. Let's see now. He was the only starter without a hit, not counting the pitcher. So he gets his first hit of the day. And here's Kessinger. Kessinger's 2 for 4. Batting left-handed from the stretch now. The pitch from Taylor is a 2-6 grounder to short. Jackson to Morgan for 1 on to first, not in time. 6-4 force. 2 down and Ellsworth will bat. The pitch to the left-handed hitting pitcher is a 5-9 grounder to shortstop X. That's Jackson, 340. Here's the play on a 2. He's not going to get that. That's a single 2 stars. Hundley chugs into Kessinger into third. Kessinger was aboard on the force. He takes third easily on the single by Dick Ellsworth. And now everybody, including the pitcher in the Cub lineup, has a hit. Here's Phillips. That's where Taylor entered the game. Here's the pitch to Phillips. It's a 1-3. Struck him out. And doesn't it just figure? Adolfo Phillips with a hat trick. 3 strikeouts in the game. But no matter. We go to the 8th inning at 12-5 Cubs. Dick Ellsworth going for the complete game. Ellsworth has 1 complete game. This would be his second. He'll have to go through the heart of the order. Wynn, Nicholson, and Mantilla. That's gold, Perry. That's absolute gold. I don't know, but I'm guessing whoever it is, much like the last one, Grady Hatton won't talk to him. Here's Wynn, 2 for 4. Ellsworth comes in there with a 2-5 grounder into the hole at short. It's Kessinger, long throw across in time. 1 down. Here's Dave Nicholson now, 0 for 3 with a walk. Ellsworth working quickly now. Comes in there with a 6-7 right-handed. It's a grounder to second base X. That'll be Becker to 2E26. Glenn ranging behind the bag. On a 16, he's got it. Twists and fires in time. 4-3X. 2 down. And the Astros are down to their last out. It'll be Felix Mantilla. 1 for 4 on the day. Ellsworth, deep breath now. The windup, the pitch. 1-7, grounder ball right to Kessinger. Routine, and the ball game is over. 12-5, the final. Cubs win. They sweep the doubleheader, and I'll have the totals for you in just a moment. A couple of wild ones in this one, right? And 6th inning magic both games. Holy crap. And thank you, Kenyon, for that. That is a good point and interesting research as well. Williams with 4 hits led the offense. Let's total it out here and see what we've got. Ellsworth goes the distance, of course, and with the win improves to 4-1 on the season. He gave up 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 hits. Five runs. See, where were the errors? Where was the error? Error did not contribute to anything, so they're all earned. He walked 2-3 and hit a batter. And he struck out 3, 4, 5, 6. Taylor worked an inning, allowed 2 hits. This doesn't add up, however. I did something wrong there. Let's take another look at that. So Roberts, 4 runs. That's right. He pitched 5 innings. Bruce, 1. Five runs. Okay, that's where it is. 1, 2, 3 runs for Lee. And 3 of the runs were unearned. And those were all Lee's runs, so all 5 were earned for Bruce. Again, that doesn't matter so much. That'll be figured out when I enter the game into the computer version. So Roberts surrendered 4 runs. Astros never led, so Roberts takes the loss. He's 1-2. I couldn't have said it better, Jeff. Strat-O-Matic is indeed a culture. And a hell of a lot of fun, I might add. And a wonderful cure for boredom for lonely old men who live alone, right? Let's total it out. The Cubs in winning scored 12 runs, 16 hits, 1 error. The Astros 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Player of the game is Billy Williams. 4 for 5 with 3 doubles. And I got another announcement to make here. Yeah, there will be a game tomorrow. That's right. Normally I don't do it on Saturday, I know. But I already saw my mom all week, so we're all going to take a break from all of the visiting, and I'm just going to stay home tomorrow. So we're going to roll them tomorrow, 1:30 Pacific. Yeah, I'll be here Saturday, Frank. In a rare Saturday game, it's going to be the Washington Senators at the Cleveland Indians. Great pitching matchup. We've got Pete Rickert for Washington, Sonny Siebert for Cleveland. And that's tomorrow, Saturday, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope to see you Saturday. That's going to throw a lot of people off, isn't it? What the hell is he doing on a Saturday? Wow, the Cubs win the series. This is the second of a 3-game set. They sweep the doubleheader, cool off the red-hot Astros. And with that, I'm going to get out of here and get something to eat. Thanks, everybody, once again for hanging out with me. So much fun. Boy, I missed this more than I thought I would. I got to tell you that. Good times, my friends. Good times. Take care, everybody. Spokane Steve wishing you all a very pleasant evening. Bye for now.